What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One Eyebrow, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or I'm blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about The Walking Dead and showing you Norman's new house. Photo credit, info credit to AMLU.com, themls.com, all that stuff. These aren't my pictures, I'm just sharing them with you, but it's pretty awesome stuff that Norman Reedus and his girlfriend, Diane Kruger, bought a house in Hollywood, California. And I find it interesting that they bought a house in California, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. But first, guys, before we get to it, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the join button to become a valued member of our PT channel Walking Dead family. We have a goal of 100,000 subscribers, and we need your help to achieve it. Ring the bell to be notified when we post videos every day. Now, we got this information from AMLU, which stands for American Luxury. So it's pretty cool stuff to share this with you. So photo credit, info credit to them, American Luxury. But they wrote, actors Diane Kruger and Norman Reedus picked up a rather unique home in the hills above Sunset. This 1926 built piece of old Hollywood, which borrows a few cues from European castle architecture, has been given a contemporary interior renovation. The 7,732 square footer is enclosed with a 0.4 acre lot that is populated thickly with mature trees. Frequently, the trees frame the city views beautifully. The vista from the balcony off the dining room is a superb example of the way the property exerts its own period feel within the context of contemporary Los Angeles. Wide plank, satin finished hardwood, and steel framed windows and doors always make for a refined, tastefully unpretentious, and timely warm combination, especially given a generally white canvas of walls and ceilings, and the way they affect this home presents no exception to the rule. Standout spaces include the step-down living room with a minimalist fireplace accent wall, the urban kitchen and day room, and the turret staircase. The exterior is as uniquely period with a secluded lawn and pool and a tiled outdoor kitchen and dining area, each contributing much to the whole. At $8.5 million, the purchase was something of a coup for Reedus and Kruger. The previous owner had to shell out $12 million for it barely 18 months ago. So it looks amazing. It's a Los Angeles home, so California is very expensive. And I know that Norman and Diane were living in New York, and they probably still live in New York, but they plan to live in Hollywood, California, Los Angeles, California, wherever this actually is. I'm not a California person, so wherever it is, it's pretty amazing. But California is very expensive. It's interesting to me because Norman Reedus plays Daryl Dixon on The Walking Dead, and he's going to be filming in Georgia at some point for many months. Are they going to film in California for the movies of The Walking Dead or the spin-offs or whatever Norman Reedus and Diane Kruger are going to do down the road? Because I would assume they're going to live together. They're going to be together with their baby, which is pretty cool. But ultimately, I feel like I'm doing Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous or Cribs or something with this. And I know some people won't even get those references because Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous was a long time ago, and so was Cribs. But I wonder if they're going to get some of the furniture, or it's just furnished from the previous owner, or it's staged. You know, when you watch HGTV or whatever, those type of shows are all about staging the home, make it look beautiful, make it look awesome. But these are rich and famous people. You know, Diane Kruger and Norman Reedus have a lot of money, and Norman Reedus supposedly makes $20 million a season, and he's got all this money, and he's filmed this and that, and you know, he's got a lot of money. And he has a child with Diane Kruger, but he also has an older child, Mingus, that is 18, I believe. He just graduated from high school, so I'm not sure if Mingus is going to college in California or what he's doing, or he's going to live in New York, and Norman and Diane are going to spend their time in California and New York, LA to New York and Georgia and all over the place. But if you look at the home here, it's just beautiful. I mean, it's crazy to think that this is a multi-million-dollar home in California, and I don't live in California, I live in Florida, and I don't have millions of dollars. So it's always cool to see these type of homes and see what the famous people have. You know, it's always cool when you see different tours of different homes and people are like, oh, welcome to my crib, or this is where the magic happens, or this and that happens. You know, this is where this home is, and that's pretty cool stuff to see. You know, one, you can get ideas. Also, you get an inside look where these people live. And I know a lot of people love Norman Reedus, and he's a cool guy. I met him a couple times, and you know, he's a down-to-earth guy. But he also has, if you think about it too, he's got The Walking Dead, Ride with Norman Reedus, other movies, I'm guessing. You know, he's in other stuff, and he has money coming out the wazoo. But why do you think he bought this house in California? Is it for him? Is it for Diane? Is it for both of them? I'm just not sure. We just don't know. But it's interesting because if he's going to be the future of the franchise of The Walking Dead, they film in Georgia right now. But could they film in California at a studio? For sure. Diane is still an actress. She could do stuff. She could film in California, and maybe this is their summer home, or this is their occasional home, or whatever. And it's crazy to think that you bought a house for $8.5 million, and it's a deal because the previous owner bought it for $12 million. So that's a win. You know, if you're like, oh, I just saved $3.5 million from the previous owner. But the state of the world is a crazy place. And I'm wondering if that's impacting everything. It's impacting car sales, restaurants, businesses, companies, everything. It's going to affect real estate. So I wonder if there's deals to be had out there. I mean, I don't have millions of dollars, but it'd be pretty awesome to buy a house here and a house there. I would love to buy a house in Georgia, but I wonder if Norman Reedus has a house in Georgia. I know he lives in Noonan when they're filming, but is it a rental? Does he own it? Does the studio put him there? Because like I said, Norman is a busy guy. He films The Walking Dead typically, not now, but typically from April to November, then Ride with Norman Reedus whenever that is done, December before April, whenever they actually film. He goes to Tokyo and Europe and different parts of the country, all over the place. When is he going to have time to be home, to be with Diane and the baby and everything here? You know, I'm just not sure. But looking at the home, it looks nice. It looks beautiful, of course. I mean, it should be for $8.5 million. That's crazy. I mean, I don't think I'll ever own a house for over $500,000, but you know, some people do. Lifestyles of the rich and famous. And it's crazy to think that people have this kind of money and they can buy homes and homes and summer homes and vacation homes. I wish I had that problem, right? You know, I wish I was like, oh man, I wish I could buy this home or that home. Rich people problems, right? But it's pretty cool. They got game rooms and arcade games and stuff like that. Old school arcade cabinets. And now you could just get ROMs and put it into like a Raspberry Pi or something and make a game room like out of that. But it's pretty cool to have a gym. That's what I would have to have, right? You got to have a gym, game room, man cave, big kitchen, guest house, and they got it all in this house too. I'm not sure what this is. Is it a studio? Is it for gaming? Is it a man cave? I'm not sure what this is exactly, but you can see monitors and a couch and gaming chairs, and you know, I'm not sure if that's made for photography there or what, podcast or a home studio. And I wonder who the previous owner was and what they did. The backyard is pretty awesome. You know, it's one of those things where you can have an outdoor kitchen and a fire pit and a fireplace and a nice cool setup like this. And you're like, oh, it's not too big. But then you can see other pictures where they got a whole setup with a little pool. The pool's kind of small, but I love the outdoor kitchen setup. It's pretty cool. I wonder if it's impractical though. If it's a pain in the butt more than you use it. What about raining? What about when it rains on all this stuff? I would assume you have to cover it because water on things can't really be good for it, right? But it looks like they got like hammocks or something in the pool. Like I said, the pool is pretty small, but if you have a pool, you know how much a pain in the butt it is. They got a basketball court there, or half court basketball setup. They got a nice little backyard, but again, the pool is tiny. I've never seen a small oval egg-shaped pool like this, but if you have a pool, and I do, and it's a pain in the butt with the chlorine and the chemicals and the algae and just keeping it clean and nice, it's just a pain. And especially if you don't use it enough, it's like, it's really not worth all the time, energy, effort, money to keep it useful and in good shape. They got a nice 4-car garage here. Not sure if that's the man cave or the setup, but I'm pretty sure that Norman has some rides. He's got some motorcycles and some cars, so they'll fill that bad boy up pretty easily. But that's the house in Hollywood, California, I believe. Again, I'm not sure exactly where it is, and I'm not a California guy, but it's pretty cool stuff when you see some information. Again, props and shout out to themls.com and AMLU for the pictures and the information, the photo credit, info credit to them for sure. But I just love sharing it with you when you get information like this. It's pretty cool, and it's pretty crazy to think that this house and property is worth $8.5 million. Oh man, that's pretty cool. I guess I'll never see that kind of money, and a lot of us won't, but that's pretty cool information. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. And for those interested in my zombie apocalypse book series, you know the link is there in the description of this video and every video. Check it out. I hope you join the fight and pick up a copy today. Stay safe, and we love you guys.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.